But let's shuffle on now to our next topic, which is, of course, Bob Iger. To keep running Disney until 2026. He was originally supposed to exit next year. No successor is there. He's ready to go. So here it is. Bob Iger will not be handing Disney over to a successor next year after all. Originally back as Mouse House CEO for just 2 years, Iger's contract has now been extended another 2 years through the end of 2026, the company announced today. So here's our statement, basically sucking the teat of Bob Iger. Time and again, Bob has shown an unparalleled ability to successfully transform Disney to garbage to drive future growth and financial returns. That's not true. Earning him a reputation as one of the world's best CEOs. Extra doubt. Bob has once again set Disney on the right strategic path for ongoing value creation and to ensure, fucking God, no, they haven't, and to ensure the successful completion of this transformation while also allowing ample time to position a new CEO for long-term success. The board determined it is in the best interest of shareholders to extend his tenure. I bet there are a whole bunch of shareholders that massively disagree with that garbage.
Oh, for sure. And to be sure, this right there, this was dictated by Bob Iger and approved by Bob Iger as CEO of Disney for release to the press. Make no mistake about that.
Oh, massively. Right. Thoughts? Because this is a travesty. This is not everything that was failing when Bob Chapek was there was greenlit under Bob Iger. Okay, Disney Plus, Bob Iger's. It's a failure. It doesn't earn any money. It loses money. It just bleeds cash so much so they have to do huge amounts of write-downs now. This 7,000 people that's being fired. Thoughts? I can't even get my words out. This is just nonsense. What do we think? Culture.
Terrible decision. I'm with a lot of commentators on this today that I think that the board needs to be replaced immediately. If they thought this was
the entire board.
I especially that forced labor guy from Nike. I feel like he is probably the worst choice to lead the company forward. And they could have gone out and bought somebody to come in and go out and get that Aaron guy from AMC Theaters. Go out and get somebody who has experience in, turning companies around. Because, I mean, whatever his name is, Aaron over at AMC, he turned AMC around. With the support of the stockholders who were the retail folks, right? The retail people, believe it or not, whether or not they own the most portion of Disney or not, those are the ones that support the company financially. So you need somebody who is, in the same world, with the same worldview as your primary audience. You have to be able to speak business, but you have to be able to appeal to the masses. And Iger stopped being able to do that. My argument would be about 8 to 10 years ago. And he's just gotten farther and farther away from what the company is supposed to be, farther away from its core values and beliefs and its principles. And this is a catastrophic maneuver when, again, there's no replacement in sight. He got rid of 2 people that could have replaced him. There is no prayer that Dana Walden comes in and rolls up on that job. So this is capital hubris, and no other way to describe it. So that's my thought.
Well, he actually made a statement. So he says, "Since my return," this is the most self-congratulatory wank you've heard ever. This is him talking about himself. Since my return to Disney just 7 months ago, I've examined virtually every facet of our businesses to fully understand the tremendous opportunities before us, as well as the challenges we've been facing from the broader economic environment and the tectonic shifts in our industry. On my first day back, we began making important and sometimes difficult decisions to address some existing structural and efficiency issues. And despite the challenges, I believe Disney's long-term future is incredibly bright. But there is more to accomplish before this transformative work is complete. And because I want to ensure Disney is strongly positioned when my successor takes the helm, I have agreed to the board's request to remain CEO for an additional 2 years. The importance of the succession process cannot be overstated. And as the board continues to evaluate a highly qualified slate of internal and external candidates, I remain intensely focused on a successful transition.
What a joke.
What do you think, Nick?
I'm having thoughts and images as you're reading this of episode 1, the Phantom Menace, where they put in a vote of no confidence for Chancellor Valorum. Like, can the shareholders not all get together and put in a vote of no confidence for the entire board and Bob Iger as a whole? And get these people out of here. What is he talking about? What company is he referring to when he's talking about, I believe, the long-term future is incredibly bright? This isn't the Disney I'm seeing. It doesn't look incredibly bright to me, buddy. I don't know what you're looking at, but everything's on fire around him, and he's sitting there just saying, "Oh, this is fine."
It's that meme, yeah. This is all, everything's fine. No worries.
More than that, I'd like to say something about succession, because he was talking about, succession is so important, and we haven't found anyone. So when the board asked me, can you please stay on a little bit longer? That probably did happen. And why? Because he has to fill the board with his own allies.
That and Christine McCarthy left.
Yeah, exactly. But really, when it comes to successors, Iger doesn't want any. He wants to be dictator of Disney for life. He's not looking for any successor.
Do you think maybe he pressured her ass out?
Yes,
because
obviously.
of that very reason. Because he knew that if she was gone, the board would have no other choice than to hold on to him for that much longer. Yeah.
Iger doesn't want to leave. He never wanted to leave Disney in the first place. He never wanted to retire. He still doesn't want to retire. He has all the money in the world. He can do whatever he wants. You think that he wants to sit home with his wrinkly old wife every single day and just wait to die when he can be the head of Disney, schmoozing with the celebrities and stuff like that for life? No, that's what he wants. He's going to block any kind of succession plan and make it so that the board will always ask him, please stay on, Big Daddy Iger. Please stay on, Daddy Iger. We need you, Daddy Iger. That's what he wants. That's the kind of board
he never even cleared out his office, did he, Andre?
No, he didn't. He never left his office when Chapek was there. He was like, Chapek, you can sit the office down the hall here. That's fit for you. I, as like the emeritus on the board, will remain here in the CEO office because I'm coming back to it.
Well, and Andre, just so you know, Aunt Willow is still keeping it together, so she's not wrinkly old. Just so you know, just from my
no. I was talking specifically about Miss. I don't know for sure what
Willow
she looks
Bay.
like.
Willow Bay is keeping it together, dude. She is. It's working out.
Okay, fine. But anyway, my point is that he is not going to retire. He has no ambitions of going into a retirement lifestyle. That's not for him. Well, he wants to be where the action is because he's an ambitious man.
Well, especially now that he knows that he's got very little chance of becoming president. And did you hear him basically eat some crow when it came to the Don't Say Gay stuff?
No, I haven't had the chance to listen to it. I've been busy writing my my editorial, which is being developed or edited as we speak. No, I have not had a chance to hear him talk. I don't want to listen to the gaslighting, to be honest.
Well, let's round this out with, what do we think our chances are of this being an epic fail for Disney? I know, shock horror. Bob Iger back as Disney. Is this going to nuke Disney's chances of success moving forwards? Over or under? What chances?
Look at the stock price. I mean, come on. That's the scoreboard. The audience is the scoreboard. The stock price is the scoreboard. We have scoreboard.
What has happened to the stock price since this announcement, Culture? Can you figure that out?
Oh, I will find that out. You betcha.
Because that's interesting.
Meanwhile,
that is not something I'm familiar with. But
I have an unconventional take on this. I think.
What are you going to talk more about Daddy Iger?
Tiny little bit, but really, I think that the best thing, because here's the problem that Disney is doing: they are looking for a permanent replacement, and no one who would be capable of being a permanent replacement wants the job, because Disney right now is the Titanic that has hit the iceberg, and where you have noticed that it's starting to sink. That is Disney right now. And they're looking for a different captain to take over that. No. That's the problem. That's why they're not getting anyone. Yeah. But so the result of that is that they need a hatchet man to come in and clean house and do the dirty work and salvage this thing, kick out everything excess to salvage this ship so that someone else can come in and then be the savior and repair it from this horrible hatchet man that ruined everything. That's what's needed here. But what I will say for Iger, and this is the one thing where I'm not completely hopeless, because if we just looked at what Iger had done before, then yeah, there's no hope for it at all. But look at what Iger has done the last 3 months. He's been talking about, oh yeah, we're all about diversity, changing the world and stuff like that. Meanwhile, he has figuratively gone into the ranks and he has stabbed the backs of all of the diversity people. I mean, he went to Conrad Newton. No one ever saw this coming. And he practically just shot her in the back of the head. And this is the head of diversity at Disney, the one that brought this horrible, disgusting commie program like Reimagine Tomorrow, just shot her in the head, took her out Buckingham and got rid of her. Got rid of the other CEO and stuff like that. Got rid of the bane of Marvel, Victoria Alonso. No one saw that coming. And now he has the board support to continue his actions at the time when BlackRock has reduced their stake in Disney and Vanguard has walked out on ESG as a whole. And BlackRock and Vanguard right now are about even. And even the BlackRock, they have not said that they are walking back on ESG, but they have. But because of the pressure they are under, they are no longer focusing on the word. They just want the intention. But they have bigger priorities right now in Ukraine than on Disney. That means that Bob Iger right now, with that board support, he's in a position to be a hatchet man and do what needs to be done to salvage the company. Is he going to? I don't know. I'm not saying he's going to. But I'm saying that there's a non-zero chance that Bob Iger can be the hatchet man that undoes his own damage and actually can restore some sense of sanity to Disney. I'm not saying it's a big chance, but it's a non-zero chance.
Well, let's see what the general populace thinks of Wall Street. What's this you're sharing? Culture?
Oh yeah, this is where we're at. This is the 5 days. So we're looking at the lowest point this week was on Monday at 87.89. Today it's at its highest point it's been in a while at $90.54. But right after this particular event, and you can see it climbed up a bit higher at a couple of points here. It was 90.40 and all that. But after this announcement was made, look at what happened to the stock.
Oh.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah. So the immediate reaction was this. Then you had a bunch of real excitement for some reason. I don't know. 90.78, and then this is where we're at. We're probably, if I were going to predict the close, we'd probably be sitting just over 90. I don't think it's going to keep. I don't think it's going to keep this nearly 0.5% increase. But I could be wrong. Again, I'm not. I don't offer financial advice. I just offer analysis, and my analysis is, this is a temporary situation, and we will be back down in the mid 80s by the end of next week. Because if anybody pays any kind of attention to this, it's going to be the people that are looking to find an out of where this is at the highest point to bail. I think that's just my thoughts.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah.